Yo, how's it going, guys? It's Richard Unicorn Call here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is a very wet and dreary Friday. It is literally pouring outside, thunderstorms and heavy winds. Everything's happening. It's miserable. Anyway, let's jump right into the news because I have a delicious burger downstairs that I really want to eat. I was actually contemplating on even making this Wiz video. Over here, we have a little bit of a, I guess, Wizard101 interview that happened, I guess, like May 2nd. It's a 9-minute read. Thought we might, check it out. I haven't read it yet, but hopefully it looks interesting. So, Wizard101 developers are geared up for a major game announcement. Alright, I'm excited. They're using the Wizard101 Europe wallpaper. I love it. Wizard101 is a PvP MMORPG. I'll probably. Why? Stop laughing. Stop laughing! Anyway, let me start over. Wizard101 is a PvP MMORPG from KI Entertainment that perfectly nails the deck building mechanics and some of the most colorful gameplay experiences. The game encourages players to take part in a unique story by starting with a choice of school and crafting a perfect deck to tackle any challenge coming their way. As they progress, they will be able to uncover blah 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 blah. We already know about this. This is about Wizard101. We already know about this. Introduce yourself and tell us your role on Wizard101. Alea Rubin. I've been here for 17 years and have held titles in production, game, and studio direction, and new COO. Over the years, I've also helped with everything from sound design, community, and marketing. If it needs doing, it's under my purview. My goodness, Leia, you're doing everything, girl. Keep up the good work. And one of the major aspects of Wizard101 is 7 school, blah, 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 blah. What was your approach in designing each school so it feels unique? What? I want to get to the juicy news. We already know about all this. Let me get to the juicy news. Both nostalgia, the classic. Yo, give me the juicy news. Where the juicy news at? Hold up. As someone who enjoys the fantasy game, how does Wizard101 fit the fantasy game? I'm not gonna be mean today. Okay, can you discuss the process of crafting engaging narrative and characters within the Wizard101 universe? The narrative process consists of extensive brainstorming. The last question was a big deal. Big bad, a deeper internalized story. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay. Concerns about diversity and cultural respect have grown over time, and at a 15-year-old, we've developed our thinking. These concerns are definitely a large factor in our narrative and character creation now, and will continue to be moving forward. Okay, that's an interesting one right there, because, we've had worlds throughout. I mean, if it is the same context that I am thinking, we have had, like, a lot of worlds in different areas, like Zephyria and Wallaroo and Mushu, all around cultures and stuff like that. Interesting stuff. Alright, but where is, like, the major... I already know about all of this, about the video game, and I will leave this linked in the top pin comment or description, and you can read the whole thing yourself, but I personally already know all about this. I just want to get to the major game announcement that was said in the title. There are a lot of opinions shared on the paywall. Whoa, who asked a question about the paywall? You can't talk about the paywall, bro. They avoid that like the Black Plague. Hold up. This might be interesting. Particularly in light of the game's initial free-to-play model, how did you balance the need for monetization with providing a fair and enjoyable experience for players? I thought was to provide two paths to the community, those who have an abundance of time and those who have less time but more money. Our goal is that anything that affects gameplay can be obtained in both ways. We've made a significant push over the last few years to identify and eliminate places that will unintentionally pay to win. Okay. Another question. Apart from such a heartwarming community... I wouldn't say heartwarming community. I mean, going back to the whole geometric square, oval, triangle table. I wouldn't really say it's a heartwarming community, but it is a decent community. I met a lot of really good people in this community, but you know, it can be a little nasty at sometimes. I will say that. Especially growing up with this game. I mean, I've been playing this game since I was a kid, and I, like, rarely even used YouTube during the time, so I just kind of, like, saw everything from the sidelines just, like, catching on fire. Can you shed light on major hurdles during the development and how the community shaped the game? Oh, this is gonna be good. We're always keeping an ear out to the community. For example, lead designer streams and chats multiple days. We have official dev and company live streams often, and our team is super connected to X, which is Twitter, and Discord. The dev community relationship has helped us tap in to what they're interested in. And this isn't really important for just the game in general, because I feel like it really shouldn't just be like listening to just one person and that's it. It should be like the whole community in general, because if you're just going by off of like what one person likes, then there is that potential chance that not every single person is going to like that, right? It might be good for that person or whoever the audience is, but again, it's always important to know like the core audience of the community. That's like kind of like the main point of doing all like the dev streams with the community members and stuff like that, so you're getting like multiple points of interest and opinions, right? And I think that's what we kind of did during February. We kind of all just had like our separate opinions about stuff, which somehow led to a cluster cluck. Somehow, I don't know how, right? I don't know how I did it, but hey, I don't know. And it's helped us evolve our dev efforts and get real-time feedback. For a while, the community has let us know there wasn't too much between updates and the endgame wizards, so we added weekly events like Decathlon, Beast Moon, and the Polar Apparel, and super difficult challenges like raids, which, again, raids are fun. However, it just takes 12 people to get in, and it does take a heavy amount of resources to really do, you know, especially, I've been giving everybody energy elixirs to level up the cantrips and making cantrips with Azoth, farming Azoth with my auto clicker. It's just a whole process, but no, raids are super fun, though. I really like raids. Now, we're hearing that there's too much to do. How is there too much to do? Wait, what? So we're making sure to focus on some of the quality of life updates, like the Pixie posts in game, and we've got some more great ones coming up this year. I wouldn't. Okay, here's the thing. Hold up. Hold up. No, hold up. Hold up. Let me get rid of the music. Okay, I wouldn't say that there's too much to do. I would just say that there's not really an emphasis to do the content because of how time consuming it has become. This goes back to the Nightmare Dungeon. This is like a 20-minute full dungeon. You can spam feints all you want, which is fine, but remember, you still have to go through the maze and collect about, what, 4, 8, like 16, not like 12, like 12 Dream Water in total, and then you have to fight Malice, which Malice has a ton of health, and it's like, the thing about it, though, is that people are choosing not to do the content, right? Everybody is busy with exams right now. Everybody is busy with work. There's not really, even I myself, like, I don't have a job. I don't got my license yet. I know I'm a loser. I'm a 24-year-old loser. But, like, even then, I put my time elsewhere just because I don't have that energy and motivation to do the content. So I wouldn't really say that there's too much to do, but there has to be a little bit, like, I guess, better content that's more engaging, I would have to say. Everybody says, like, oh, Richard, just, like, put on some music and, like, watch a TV show while you're farming. That's, like, that's not the point of, like, farming and stuff like that. It's supposed to be engaging, right? And I could say the same thing about raids, because I'm pretty sure, like, 90% of you probably do not go raiding, or you've never gone raiding before, or, you know what to do in raids. It's a whole process, right? But it is very fun, and especially to have that group of people that you vibe with is it's really amazing. I've heard a lot of terrible guild and raid stories from a bunch of sweaty players and stuff like that, but it is really nice to hang out with those people. Even when we do lose, I do have fun with everybody. But again, are you willing to put in about 3 hours? Because the raid gate stays open for 3 hours once you put that key in, right? So you have a full 3 hours to farm that. So are you willing to put 3 hours into that, right? All right, but let me go back to the banter. Sorry about that rant. I don't even know if I'm going to upload this video, if I'm just being real with y'all. I don't know. Okay, back to this. Let's calm down. Okay. So we're making sure to focus on some of the quality of life updates, which is nice, right? You know, Pixie Post is nice. I mean, I used it once and I haven't really used it anymore. That's fine. And these are some things that should have been added to the game years ago. But again, it's just a nice feature, you know? And especially the spellments being reset for gold. That is probably the best part of the spring update. That was like literally the best thing for me in that entire spring update, right? And I tried the Portal Apparel event, and it wasn't for me. You know, again, I don't have time for that, and a lot of people choose not to engage with that. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Maybe I'm just being too stupid. What inspired the creation of Ravenwood Academy as the setting for a spin-off game, and how does it tie into the larger Wizard101 universe? So this one's important. We're probably going to read this. We have always been storytellers, and we have a lot more stories to tell. Narrative is one of our pillars at KI, and it's one of our strengths. We're always flirted with the idea of an adventuring game. Quite a few made in our early game jams. However, when the non-MMO focus in the studio was mobile, it didn't quite fit. Those types of games don't typically do well on mobile platforms. Yeah, you know, EverClicker, you know. Can you imagine something like Phoenix Wright or Persona 5 with microtransactions or ads all the time? Yeah, that's a good comparison. I can't, now that our focus is primarily on PC, ugh. So is there not like gonna be any future, I guess, for like the console and like, I guess, mobile ports? Because I know it was mentioned a very long time ago, like during Gamingo, they had briefly mentioned that was the goal in, like, I guess 2023, but it's now 2024. So honestly, I don't know, guys. I mean, I personally would be fine if Wizard101 just stayed at a PC game, because I feel like even if they tried to put it on consoles or mobile devices, it would probably do like the same thing like Steam did, where, oh, you can't use like your already existing account. Like, you would have to make an account already on like the PlayStation or Xbox or whatever, you know. The whole point, I think, is just accessibility wise, definitely get more eyes on the game, of course, but realistically speaking, putting it on other consoles and mobile devices, it might prove a lot harder than a lot of people think. And I see comments like that all the time, be like, oh, put this on my phone, and I'm like, I don't know if it's that easy. But no, this is definitely cool. It makes sense for us to make this type of game to expand the ways that we can tell stories about the Spiral. Anything else that you would like to share with the readers? We've got some more amazing updates coming out this later that I can't talk about yet, which is probably going to be a raid update, and another big announcement on par with Ravenwood coming out later this year. Stay tuned for more. Okay, so that's it. So wait, that's it? Wizard101 is a deck builder MMORPG. That's it. So it wasn't. There what? That is like a clickbait. There wasn't really like anything major, unless I have to reread this whole thing. There wasn't really like are geared up for a major game announcement. Okay, this isn't really like, and this. And then you guys know, like, oh, this is exactly why I... this is exactly why I look at the spoiler channels and stuff like that, like Atmoplex or Wizard101 spoilers. I don't know if there was really, like, a hint at all. I mean, I guess all the way at the bottom, because the rest of the stuff I already know about, talking about the worlds and stuff like that, talking about the updates and stuff like that. And like I said, I wouldn't say that there's too much to do, but again, like I said, it's just You're making content that people don't want to do, right? And even for Rate My Stitch, I love Rate My Stitch, but it's like, I don't know. And if you're talking about difficult challenges like raids, again, that's fine, but again, you have to understand that not everybody is gonna willing to go raiding, especially if it takes like 50 energy elixirs or spamming cantrips, or if the raid content is buggy when it launches, which it probably most likely will be, as usual, which should not be a surprise to anyone. I mean, we already know this. I like it. Okay, this interview is nice. Okay, I didn't really get much out of it, or maybe I'm just reading too much into it, but I am excited about the quote-unquote big announcement that is on par with Ravenwood game, so it should be interesting. Now, it says it's coming out with Ravenwood coming out later this year, which, oh, okay, so that's kind of like a hint. The Ravenwood game might be coming out later this year. Okay. But I want to know what that other big announcement is. So I guess we just gotta wait and find out and see what that is. But cool interview. Okay, I like it. All right. I think, honestly, I'm just getting too old for this game. I think I'm just getting too old for this game, honestly. I'm always bickering back and forth about stuff. But I like it. You know, it sounds cool. We'll see what happens in the future. And now we're going to go over to the news. Wow, that took forever. I'm not even sure if I want to do that. Good Lord, that took forever. But anyway, we're going to go on to the news now. And it's kind of the same thing as usual. We're not going to go over every single thing. But, you know, let's just get right into it. The charity Rex Mount, you know, this is supporting your veterans. So make sure to check it out. And all the proceeds are going to go to Stack Up. So, and this is going to last all the way through the end of May. So if you want to support your veterans, make sure to check it out. And then over here, a reminder that the Floating Lands Resort Bundle is available in the, well, yeah, at GameStop. It's a GameStop card. And I saw one comment talking about, like, if you redeem it once, you actually get both the items for Wizard101 and Pirate101, so you don't have to, like, you know, buy it multiple times. Apparently, I don't know if that's true, but if it is cool. But remember, if you are trying to get it mainly for the Pirate101 side, just remember that you're not going to get the outfit and the weapon. We had discussed that, and a few Pirate101 players were a little mad about that. So just a reminder that, you know, Wizard101 gets those rewards, and then Pirate101 gets those rewards. But for the most part, I heard the resort is very pretty. I heard the pet is cool. I heard the gear is awesome. I heard it's all awesome. So make sure to check out the bundle at GameStop and have fun with that. And then if you want to buy some King's Isle merchandise, of course, they got hoodies, they got cups. Remember that it is going to last all the way through May 15th, so have fun with that. And then lastly but not least, of course, you can check out the Ravenwood Academy video game, which again is going to come out hopefully soon, but it says later this year. So again, should be pretty cool. Can't wait to check it out. I'm sure everybody else is going to have fun with that. And then with all that being said, that pretty much is it. I'm surprised that video lasted long. I think I kind of went on a whole tangent. But yep, check it all out in the description. And until then, I will see you guys later. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend. I am finally going to eat that delicious burger that is sitting downstairs. My mouth is watering. And again, I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.